All right, guys, we got a Lexus 2017 GS350, and we're gonna do oil and filter change. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here. I already got the car hosted up. So got me a little drain bucket. Okay, our drain plug is simply right here. There's no covers, no nothing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the drain plug, but at the same time, we're gonna remove this cover. It has 3 10mm bolts. 1, 2, so it's okay if they fall down, and 3, and your cover is gonna try to come down just like that. So just put your hand on it, you're gonna bring it down, and you're gonna bring it out just like that. This little guy sticks in here, so when you put it back, you gotta go the same way. Anyways, in here we have our filter housing, and we found a tool here. So there's a tool here. We'll go through the tool. So you're gonna need this Toyota tool. It says Toyota 640. Somebody left it behind. Probably was me the last time I did the oil change. But this is where our oil filter housing is. So we're gonna remove the oil filter, and we're gonna drain the oil. So we're gonna start off by draining the oil. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a ratchet with the 14mm. We're gonna put that on reverse position, which is counterclockwise if you're looking at it. So this is our drain plug over here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this baby up. We do have a crush washer here, which look good, so it's always good at time to inspect your crush washer. We're gonna start to see the oil come down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this completely. Okay, so how I do this is I usually take my drain bucket up, hold it up, and I open the drain plug, and I let all the oil come down, and it takes good about 20 minutes for this thing to completely finish draining. Just like that. So there's our drain plug. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to move my jack back, my camera standing back a bit, and we're gonna give this thing good 20 minutes to drain out. Okay, guys, so 20 minutes later, once your oil is drained up really good, make sure you pay attention to that crush washer, which look good to me. Maybe 1 or 2 more oil changes, we will replace that. But you want to take your drain plug, you want to stick this baby back on, you want to hand thread it, and no power tools here. What you want to do is you're going to take your 14mm and you want to hand tighten it. Okay, a lot of people like to torque it, but it's fine. This is how every mechanic does it. Take a rag, clean off this excess oil, and that's it. You don't want this oil there because it will drip into your customer or your driveway. 1 or 2 dots will never get off that ground. Anyways, now it's time to move on to the oil filter. Okay, so this is where we drain the oil from right here. Now we're right here close to the left front wheel. So the tool, I want to remove that tool that was left behind. So I'm gonna just tap on it a few times. Sometimes it will get stuck with load. But anyway, this filter housing, you see why it's left behind? Because it's stuck onto the housing. There you go, it's coming off. There you go, that's the tool. It has a number here, Toyota 640. 24mm, so you need a ratchet and a 24mm socket. What we're gonna do is usually you will drain it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drain it today. I see a small leak coming out through right there, so it's a seal behind that, or it could be oil that was stuck on this cap. We're gonna replace the seal anyway. All right, so got me a 3/8 drive extension here with the ratchet. So we're gonna remove this lid underneath this cup. Sometimes the whole cup will move. But if you get lucky like that, just the cover will come off. And you do want to wipe off this cover here. Okay, where's my rag? Let me get my rag. So as you go, keep everything in order. Clean this baby up. And you do have a seal right there. Okay, there's a seal right there, which we're gonna just take a pick. We're gonna take this pick here. We're gonna pop that seal out. So there you go. Where did it go? Did it fall? Yep, it's gone somewhere. Anyways, next step. We got our oil filter box here. Everything's in here per liter. 5608 25608. That's the whole number, and then there's another number in the bottom. V5608. So that's the numbers you're gonna look for. In here, you got a filter. You got this little guy, 2 seals. So filter in here. So we're gonna put the filter and the seals to the side for now. This is a little tool here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up a bit. Make sure your drain bucket's on the floor. You're gonna stick this in there, and your oil is gonna start to come down. There you go. And you're gonna drain the oil filter housing. Completely drain it. So you won't have a mess. It's probably just gonna take about a minute. Okay, once that is done, what I like to do next is take this little guy, just pull on it, and it will come off. Okay, so inside this package, you got the little O-ring. We're gonna use that right now. So the cap, you're gonna put it back together. No need to lubricate because there's oil all over it. And you're gonna stick the seal on. You can do it later too, but I just like to do it in the order that I had it. And you're gonna put this cover on. That baby's gone. So swipe it down. What you want to do now is you want to take this little guy and lock it in. So a few turns, hand tight, and this baby is locked in. That's it. Now you might still have oil in there, so this is where your tool comes handy with the 14 millimeter, a 24 millimeter, and turn this baby. Okay, so holding my bucket up because I know there's gonna be oil in here. So there, you see that? Not a lot of oil, but there's our filter. And taking out the oil out of this baby. We're gonna wipe this down as well. So what we're gonna do here is remove this seal. We're gonna take the new seal. You wanna put it onto the last groove where you took it off from, and don't stretch it too much, but there's a lot of oil, like I said. Just rub the oil on it, that's important. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take our filter, put the filter in, just like that. Filter doesn't have a direction, so you can put it anywhere you like. You're gonna take this baby, and we're gonna lock it up. And a lot of kids out there. Hand tight, okay? Once you feel that it locks in, that's it. Remove your tool. There you go. We're all done. Wipe this thing down. And we're gonna take our cover here now. So remember, this cover goes in like that. One. We're gonna wipe this cover down as well. And you're gonna lock this baby up. Time for us to go up on the top and put the oil in. Make sure you wipe this down really good. We're all set to go. Okay, so right here is the cap. So this is the cap. So you're gonna see this cap right here. So originally, I would recommend you take this off like I had it off. That way the system can breathe the air as it drains. So you turn this cap counterclockwise and it comes off. And there's a 0W20 sign here. This thing takes 6.8 quarts. So I am gonna do as much as I can here. And then I do have videos on how to reset the light on this baby, so you can check that out. So once you're done, make sure you reset the oil life. Do not reset the oil life and not change the oil, because you will damage the engine. And you should do this. I'm using a synthetic oil here, and you should put in the correct amount of oil and correct the viscosity of the oil. And this baby's gonna take 6.8 quarts with filter, so make sure Every oil change, gotta get a filter. Every oil change, gotta get a filter. So I do have one box here, and one more box is coming. So I'm gonna need another quart. So I'm gonna put 6, and then I will end the video. But I do have to put 0.8 of a quart, and that's something that I have to wait, and I don't want to keep the video just held there anyways. And make sure once you're done, make sure you put the cap on, and make sure you don't have no leaks. Make sure you give it time, start the car up. Okay, that's 4, and this is number 5, and I'm gonna put one more, and then I'm gonna show you how to close the cap. And then I do need to wait for 0.8 of a quart. And that's something that, like I said, it's coming in mail. I mean, not mail, in delivery. I was short on oil. Usually I keep everything in stock. So this is 6. And you want to take one more quart after this. You want to put about from here to here. So make sure this much is left behind. And that's it. I will do that off the camera. Let's remove this. And what we're gonna do here is make sure you take this cap, make sure you close it up, because if you don't, you're gonna have vacuum leak, your check engine light's gonna come on, all kinds of crazy stuff, and you don't want any of that stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. See you guys on the next one.